Hello everyone, it's Hanny. Today I made some doilies. Just some handmade doilies, and I thought, well, let's show you how I do that. And I made a few with this is copy paper, this is a bit thinner paper, and this is copy paper. This is copy paper. I make doilies with, well, this is baking paper. You can use deli paper. And what I also use is this paper. If you have a photo album, you have these sheets between the pages. Well, I bought it because this is very, well, thick paper, and I think I can use that. I bought it in a thrift store, but you can use this too to make doilies with, and you can use it for other things, of course. But they're very easy to make doilies with those thingies. But the problem was that if you have a journal, and you have a page, something like this, and you want to use the doily, you hardly see it because it's very thin. And that can be nice if you have a colored paper, colored, a bit dark. Maybe, I don't know if I have one paper. Well, you can use it this way. You can't see it, but I did color one, and then you can see it much better. Just some paint, spray paint on it, and you can see it better. And of course, these doilies, I sprayed this with coffee, and this is just plain white. Well, how do I make them? You can use different kinds of paper. I showed you. What do you need? Well, I do it with the papers I showed you and punches. You can do it without the punch. I have, which one? I have to look for it. I think it's this one, the little one. I've tried. This is without, cut without a punch. This is just, well, when I was a child, I liked to cut, some doilies, but then square doilies. But you can make them round, so it's nothing new. Punches. I show you the punches. I have several punches. I have these punches, and this is a little triangle. These are hand punches, and this is an oval. You can't see it, or maybe I have them here. I have a drop. Oh no, this is the little hole I have, and this is a little heart. And where do I have the drop? Oh, here. Oh no, this is the little hole, and this is a little flower. This one, and this is the little eye drop. I like this one. And I have some more punches. I have this one. I bought it in the thrift store for 60 cents, I think, 50 cents. Some corner punches I can use. And here is another France lily. Maybe I can use that one. And a little triangle. And a little butterfly. So I'm going to use several punches. to make a doily with. So I will show you how I do that, and I'll show you how you can just, if you don't have all these bunches, how you can do it with scissors. I have this little pointy scissors, and they cut very well. If you have big scissors, well, it's a bit difficult to cut tiny things. I'm going to put this aside, and I get a piece of that paper I showed you. That's between the pages in the photo album. And what I'm going to do is fold a square, and if I want a big one, I can use that square, and I will have such a thing like this, a big doily. But do I want a bit smaller? Well, I can do this one. If I want something like this, I could do this, something like that. You have to fold it square, but it's not that important, but we are going to cut it anyway. So I can make 2 doilies. If I'm going to make 2 doilies with this, I can use this one, and I can fold one from this one. Just got that. And it doesn't matter what paper it is, if you use plain copy paper or some other thin paper. And I had another idea to use those little papers you can buy for children. We call them vouwblaadjes. I don't know how you call them in English, but these are those tiny squares, and children can fold anything with this. This is all kind of colors, and that's very thin paper, so that should be good paper too, I guess. But I don't think I have that. But I will try that later. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. When you have fold it in half, diagonal, you fold it like that, and then another time, just this is a center, and just fold it. I had this as an example. Let's just fold it and fold it again and fold it again. Then you have one piece which you can well, put holes in, make the doily with. So now I'm going to fold it another time. This is going to be one section, and it's going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm going to fold it once again because I want to have the center of that section. And I'm going to make a little mark over there so I can cut it. And there are my scissors. I can cut it straight, but I can cut it like this, but I can cut it like this too. So it's a bit, I'll show you. It's a bit, well, it's not round, but a bit round, but that I'll do that later. So this is the base of the doily I'm going to make. So you fold it this way, and then another way, and then another way, and then another way, so you know what the center is. And when you don't use punches, you cut it when you have it this way. But first I'm going to use punches. Well, this is a nice punch, and I'm going to use this section, and I want to have it in the middle, something like that. I'm going to center it. I can see that here, and the line is in the middle. So that is how I'm going to punch it. You can punch it like this, of course, but I'm not that strong. So I bought in the thrift store the other day this punch. I will do it this way, and I hope it works. I have to stand up. It works. But it's stuck a bit. So I have to get my awl, and I'm going to kill my punch. I'll show you another way with another doily. So this is the beginning, and now I can, well, say I'm going to do it that way, something like that. I can cut that if I want to, because this has a shape already. So I'm going to do it this way. So now I have this. That's the start of my doily. And now I can use my, which one? I want to use that little one, and maybe I could use a little flower, or maybe I could use this one. I can choose. This is the little flower. I'm looking for my, this is a little heart for my teardrop. Where do I have my teardrop? Here I have my teardrop. So I'm going to, because these are teardrops too, so I'm going to use, well, we'll do it that way. You can mark it, but I just eyeball it like that. And when I want to use the little one, this one, the little circle, it's a very little circle, I just put some dots over here, so I know where to punch, because it's very little. The other way, so I don't know if you can see it, but I'm just putting it on that dot. You see? Well, it was a bit besides it, but it's a bit difficult to see. And now this one. Sometimes it's stuck because it's that little. And when it's not even, well, it doesn't matter really, because when you fold it out, well, the mistake will repeat itself if you make a mistake. And that's no big problem, because you have, well, it's symmetric then. And come on. So I have 3 little holes now there, so now it's like so. And I can do much more, of course. Don't know if I can use this. Maybe I can. No. I can't reach. No, that doesn't work. So I have to, this type of punches work the best. One over there and one over there. And I want to have something over there, maybe a little heart. Maybe I have a little heart too. This is a little heart. It's going to be an upside down heart. I can't see it. Mostly I get this off, because then I can see it, but I have a bigger heart somewhere. A triangle. Here I have a heart, I think. No, that's a circle. That's a dot. I can't find my heart. A little heart. Where do I have it? Well, I can't find it. Well, then I use something else. Maybe the little triangle. Or the little flower. Or I have the little flower. Yeah. I hope I can see it. I can't see it. Maybe I will try it this way. Just center it, and now it works, I hope. And maybe I could use do a dot over here and a dot over here and a dot over here, if I can reach it. So if you have a few punches, you can do a lot with it. You can use bigger circles, of course. Punches, well, this is a nice doily. And now I have all these folds in it, but I will iron them later. I'll show you too. I have a few more that needs to be ironed. So this is a doily, a bigger one. Now I'll show you how you can. Where's the other one? here it is, how you can cut without punches. Well, I'm going to fold it again the way I did, just point to point, and then this way, folding. This is the center, and I'm just folding it, keeping the center in the middle. And now I'm going to fold it another time. Just to mark it, and for the center, but also for cutting, because this is the center and I want a figure over here, something like that. So now I'm going to draw well, something like this, a circle, just cutting that out if I can with a little scissors. Just pinch those things together because it will shift. Just like you used to do when you were cutting doilies. We called it kleedje knippen. And I think a lot of you have done that before. And you can use a punch with this, of course. Well, it's just looking how it is. Yeah. Now I'm going to do something like that. Scalp it. Cut it. Oh, I have to cut all the layers. So now I want to have something over here. I'm just trying some things. Well, this is a bit difficult to cut because, well, I can cut it like that if I want to cut something out here. Well, 3 circles. I just say something. Well, that's a bit difficult to cut it like this. So you can fold it another time if you want to and cut something out. You can use a punch if you have, but I wanted to show you something without a punch. So that's a bit difficult. It's another kind of doily, but it's a doily. And maybe I can do something like this, just cutting it out a little thingy just wiggling around so you have something over there. And maybe I can wiggle something here too. A little piece, just like that. So this is a doily too, I hope. And I will iron it later. Well, that's the way I make doilies. And I like the way with bunches, of course. What I can do now is iron it. I shall get my iron. And an old cloth. And well, I can iron it like this, but you see the folds, and when you get some water, spray some water on it, it irons better. You can do some coffee, but you can do paint some or spray some paint or ink on it. I will do it with coffee now. Just wet it with coffee, and it's very thin, so it will curl, and I can't get it off again. Well, I will iron this first. Just very careful, because it's very thin paper. And it will curl, like you see. Yeah. It curls. It's very delicate. And I hope I can unknot this. Something like that. Yeah, it works. So, well, it doesn't go well all the time, but this is well enough. So, this is a doily. I didn't iron it very well because it's so delicate. And I have to do this one. Well, I will do that with water. I don't have paint. Well, there are some red sparkles on it. I don't know why. So this is a bit better. This was the doily I cut without punches, so it was a bit well, vulnerable. And this one, so when I do it without water, well, you will see it. Maybe I can show you when I use some paint. So I will spray some paint. I have my box. This is my box. And I will put, where is my doily? Where do I have my doily? Well, I can use this one. It's not paint, it's ink. I'm going to use, I hope it will spray well. I can dry it this way and I can iron it. Oof, it smells. But it's very delicate. I let it dry. When it's dry, I will show you. So that's the way you can color it, and you can of course paint the doily. I pick another one with, where is the paint? Here is the paint. Well, I want to use another color. These are my homemade alcohol inks. And you can paint it, of course, like so. So it's going to be a bit reddish. This is alcohol ink I made myself years ago, and it still works. So, and I can iron that if I want to. But it's very delicate, like I said. It will curl, so that's better. So it's dry. Now I can wipe that off. Where do I have my cleaning thingies? Oh, here. So it has a color. And I can iron the purple one. I just sprayed, but I let it dry on air. So this is a doily, and I show you how it looks in the journal on a plain tea-dyed paper, something. Here, you see? It has a bit painty look, but I like that. Yeah, I do. So, that's how I do it. Oh, I have to iron one more, I guess. Or do I have them all? This one I have. And this one. Oh, this was the one cut by hand. And this is with punches. This is with punches. And this one. Oh, I used other punches here, but they didn't punch that well, so I'm not going to use them. Here is one. And this one. And these are from copied paper. This one I cut by hand. And these are punches. Well, I could show you another one when I make one with copy paper. Well, let's make one more from copy paper. I have to get some copy paper or some other paper. I wish I had those little this is copy paper. Oh, it's a very big one. Those are folding leaves which children use to fold little planes and whatever. A boat. I'm going to do a little one. Not that big, something like that. You can measure, of course. And this is the middle, the center here somewhere. So I will fold it this way again and keeping the center in mind. And now this way. This is difficult, more difficult to punch. I fold it another way, but because the paper is thicker, it's a bit difficult, or more difficult. So I will mark it here. You can measure, of course. You can say it's 2.5 inch. So I want to have 2.5 inch over there. And then you can cut it straight like that, but I always do it like this. So you have a bit of a circle already. And when I want to punch now, well, these punches, they work. But when I have this punch, it doesn't work. It doesn't work this way. Or this one. Because this one, when I want to have this one, I could use this one too, you know. Why not? Oh, it's too wide. This is smaller. This is wider. You see? And this doesn't fit because this is too wide. So I have to use this one again. When I want to use this punch again, it doesn't work. I can't get through it. It's too thick, the paper. I can try it this way. Just open it and then do it this way once. Just getting the center. There's the center, and there's the folding line. I can try it this way, and it's harder to cut with scissors, so I will try if I can. Yes, it works. And now I have to do this too, the same way. This is the center and this is the center. So I'm just going to lay it like that, and hopefully it stays put. And I have this thing to help me, but if you don't have a punch made, well, I think it's hard to punch with that kind of punch. And if it doesn't punch, well, you maybe have to do it this way. Punch here, punch here, punch here, and punch here. But these punches, these ones, well, they punch through much better. So this is not quite lining up, but that's not a big problem. I will cut that this way. I can do it this way, like so. That's my phone. So you get the same result, you see. But these punches, well, they punch, well, this way. These hand punches, you can, yeah, you have more force. Just like that. And now my little hole, just punching some holes in it. Well, one here in between, and here in between. I hope it will. So, well, I could punch some more. But you see, it's not symmetric. This is in the middle, but this isn't. These four are, but these four are not. Well, it's not a big problem. I could do something more, maybe. Maybe a little square over here. If I can with, no, this one is not, it's too, maybe a triangle. No, it doesn't fit. So I can't use this one. Little heart. Oh, there's the heart. I don't know why I couldn't find it, but a little heart here and a little heart over there. So this should be fine. Yeah, like that. Now I can iron it. I will spray it with some coffee. It's much easier. Because the paper is thicker. It's not that fragile. Maybe some more coffee. Because it's almost empty. My bottle. I still use this bottle. It's well, it's a very odd bottle. Because the first time I used it, I poured coffee in it while it was hot. Well, it works. So, this is a doily from copy paper. Oh, so that's it. Doily paper. This is doily paper. Copy paper, sorry. And this is well, photo album paper. And I have baking. This is baking paper. This one. So that's it. I hope. Yeah, this is a doily too. I like this one, but well, the paint didn't go well, but I still can use it. Well, this is it. I hope you liked it, and you can make some doilies of your own. It's fun making them. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.